Tell us about some of the services you offer for veterans.
Well, every veteran that dies, we tell the family what they are entitled to. If we are not sure, we can always check with agencies. But first of all, every veteran who was discharged other than dishonorable is entitled to an American flag. They are also entitled to veteran services at the cemetery. Locally here in Toledo, there's a couple that we use. There's the Lucas County Burial Corps, and then there's the Lambertville VFW, and both those have been very accommodating. Although they're getting very, very old, I guess, and getting up there in years, so they're not quite as many of them as there used to be, but they're usually available to do a service at the cemetery.
And these are services you can help people with or put them in touch with the right people?
Yeah, there are some here locally. There's the Lucas County Veterans that they can call if they're entitled to a death benefit. If someone dies in a VA hospital or has a service injury connected to the war, they are certainly entitled to benefits above and beyond what the normal discharge for a veteran would be. And to be safe, we always make sure we get in touch with the Lucas County Veterans to make sure that they get the full amount, because if we tell them, they may not be getting the full amount. There's also veterans insurance that the veteran may have signed up for prior to being discharged and paid into that, so he would be entitled to that.
Tell us about one of the more memorable veteran services.
Okay, a lot of the veterans, or most of the veteran services are pretty much traditional. The minister or priest will do his part of the service. After that's concluded, then the military will do their honors, which usually begins with a small little prayer, and then they'll have the 21-gun salute where they have the rifles. They fire them 3 times for the 21-gun salute. And then after that, they have the playing the taps, and that's always probably the very touching moment for any veteran. I don't think I've seen a dry eye when the taps start playing. And then after that, generally they will fold the flag in a triangle and present it to either the next of kin, which goes from the spouse to the oldest son on down from there. So, or if a family designates, it doesn't have to go in that order. If the son is in the service, a lot of times they present it to the son that's in the service, even though the mother's still living. We have a lot of times have had services where a family member is in the service, and they will participate in the folding of the flag and presenting it to their mother, grandmother, whatever the relationship would be. And that's very touching too. But I think any military service today has been very, very honorable and just very, very touching for family and friends and people that are just observing it. It is very, very nice.
How important is planning for your funeral?
Well, I think it's very important for a number of reasons. One, when someone does die, it's a very stressful time, and when you're trying to plan something in a short period of time, it's very hard to do. This way, if you come in and pre-plan, it gives you time to think, and you can change things. We can give you time to do whatever you need to do as far as making the arrangements. A lot of times, too, that people that do pre-plan, they can, if they want special things for their service, they certainly can do that. That'll give them time to do whatever they want to do, making videos or other types of things. They can have more time to plan, and they're not under the stressful situation that there's a death right at imminent. Also, I think pre-planning, you can get your obituary in order, pick out your casket, any other merchandise that you would need towards your service. If it's cremation, maybe your urn. That way you don't feel pressured. A lot of times we've had people who have pre-needed and they picked out a casket, and maybe a week or 2 later came back and says, I think we're going to change that. Now, if you do that at the time of death, it's kind of hard to do then. So those are some of the advantages. And it's nice if you do prepay. It kind of locks things in, and it also has a hedge against the inflation. But if you don't prepay, just getting your what you would like, the type of services and that down, so your family would know what you want is also very important.
If people would like more information on your services, how would they do that?
Probably the quickest way would be to give us a call. Our phone number is 419-472-7633, or they can also visit our website at www.ansburg-west.com, and they can get information off that. But if they call, we can probably answer some questions. We also can set up a meeting with any of our counselors here that do pre-arranging, and they're under no obligation. They can always, just ask questions and find out what it's more about, whatever they're looking into as far as pre-arranging.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
This is Jane Alonsway reporting for Toledo Digital Media Club.
Now, Delaney, you are a senior at Evergreen High School, and you've been involved in the ABEX project for 3 months now, and what are your thoughts on it?
Well, it's a great confidence builder, for one. I've gotten out of my comfort zone tremendously over the past few months, and with that I've learned communication skills, I've learned life skills with talking with real adults instead of just my peers in high school. It's just been a huge opportunity for me, and I'm so thankful that I've had the opportunity, because it's really going to help me for college when I go and try to get jobs and get experience, and I have this experience to put on my resumes.
Would you recommend this to other students?
I would absolutely recommend this to other students. Not only is it a great confidence builder and great job experience, but it's also a good way to earn money in high school but not take up too much of your time, because I know everybody is busy with extracurricular sports clubs and everything.
Well, great. And Matt, thank you so much for being one of the business sponsors. Without your generous support, we couldn't do this, so thank you very much.
You're welcome. I always like to help people who are interested and help someone find their passion, especially at a younger age. It's invaluable to have that experience and something to put in your back pocket that you always have now from now on.
Well, Janie, you've been involved in the ABEX program since December. What are your thoughts on the program?
I really enjoy the program. You know, it's a great way to learn about community events that I may be interested in, and even get to know people around the area and future careers that I might be interested in as well.
Well, Dr. Kiefer, thank you so much for being one of our sponsors. We really appreciate it.
It's absolutely my pleasure. I love to help out. Students getting experiences is a great thing, and obviously we have a lot going on in our community that we can all be aware of and be a part of.
And I know you're involved in the community quite a bit. What other activities are you involved in?
So yeah, we do the health screenings, the free health screenings at the senior centers. I also participate with Mobile Care Group, and we provide services in this long-term care and skilled nursing facilities. And so every opportunity that we get, we like to try to give back and help out where it's needed.
Well, thank you so much for all you do for the community.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you very much for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I truly enjoyed it. I think it's a great experience for young men and women to get involved in a field and get experience in something that they have an interest in for the future.
What else are you involved in with the community?
We like to support the local schools. We also are providers where we participate in the Give Kids a Smile program that occurs the first Friday in every February, and it's sponsored nationwide with the Ohio Dental Association, the American Dental Association, and the local Toledo Dental Society, where free dental work is provided for children who otherwise can't afford it.
Thank you for all you do with the community.
Our pleasure. Thank you.